I'd like to take a moment to share with you a really good conversation that I had with a new client. It's my hope that what I shared with her is to help to you the way it was to her. She's 33 years old. She's a mother of two, married to her high school sweetheart that she's known, or actually known since 14, but married to since the age of 19. She said, "Doc, I'm coming to you because I need you to give me some support for leaving my marriage." I said, "What's going on? What are the problems in your marriage? The major problems in your marriage?" She said, "Well, I'm just not pleased where I am." And I said, "Can you elaborate?" And she took about 3 or 4 minutes and frankly was just talking in circles. Didn't really specifically say what her problems were. Wasn't very direct. And frankly, I told her a lot of it didn't really make sense. I said, "So I need you to be a little bit more specific." She said, "Doc, I'm tired. If I'm just being honest, I'm just basically tired. I'm really tired and I don't think I can do the marriage anymore." I said, "Well, that's more honest." I said, "But to really find peace in divorce, you need to be specific about your why." And I said, "I'm not minimizing you being tired. We all can get tired, but you find peace moving forward in a situation when you're solid about the why. And the why is justified, frankly." I said, "Let's try it a different way." I said, "What are your 3 greatest challenges in the marriage?" She said, "Well, I can name those." She said, "Number 1, he doesn't really take care of his body like he used to. He's kind of let himself go. He used to keep himself in shape. He used to actively work out. He works 2 jobs. I work a job. We've got 2 kids, but he just doesn't take care of himself as much as he used to." So I'm writing these things down. I said, "Okay, what's 2? She said, "Well, he lacks self-awareness. He's not very honest with himself, according to your definition of self-awareness, honesty about who he is, where he is, and what he's doing, but can see literally what's wrong with everybody else." I said, "Okay, that's interesting." I'm just writing down and observing. I said, "You have a 3rd challenge?" She said, "Well, Doc, if I'm being honest, things are just boring. Like everything is routine and there's very little spark in our marriage, mentally, emotionally, even physically. And I'm just stuck in the mundane routine of day-to-day life with him. And I'm just tired of it." And she started crying and I let her cry. And I'm writing, but I said to her, I said, "If I'm being honest, I'm really waiting on the smoking gun. You've mentioned some things that are legitimate, and I wouldn't minimize anybody's challenges regarding the things they perceive as challenges in their lives. But I said to her, I said, you came to me because you want the truth, correct?" She said, "Yes, sir, of course." I said, "Let me give you, since you gave me 3 of your greatest challenges, let me give you 3 of the greatest challenges to a midlife crisis." She put her head down. I started chuckling a little bit because I had a feeling she knew what was coming. I said, "Number 1, when people go through a midlife crisis, they tend to, number 1, lose sight of what's important. They may let things go. They may not become the best version or continue as the best version of themselves as they were in their younger years, or perhaps in this case, when you all first were married as teenagers. And so they tend to lose sight of what's important." I said, "So he doesn't take care of his body like he used to, correct?" She said, "Yes, sir." I said, "I'm going to ask you a question and I don't want to make an assumption based on what I see." I said, "But ma'am, do you take care of your body the way you used to?" She put her head down and said, "No, sir, I haven't, but I've had kids and I work." I said, "I understand that. And he works 2 jobs and he has things going on as well." I said, "So it sounds like maybe you've lost sight of what's important just like he has. Is that correct?" She said, "Yes, sir, that's fair." I said, "Okay, let me give you the 2nd great and big challenge about a midlife crisis. People who go through midlife crises tend to not be very honest about their real flaws. And what happens is when a person's in a midlife crisis, they will try to overcompensate for their unhappiness with some type of change or with things, right? They might chop their hair off. They might switch jobs randomly. They might go out and buy an expensive car. These things become substitutes for addressing the real core issues of unhappiness that people experience when they go through a midlife. I said, so I see a lot of this going on here because, you say he lacks self-awareness. He's not, being honest about what's wrong with him. He can see what's wrong with everyone else. I said, but the very first challenge that I gave you about midlife crises, you admitted that you also have let yourself go. Is that correct? She said, yes, sir. And I said, and as a result, you're now saying, I think I want out of the marriage. Is that correct? She said, yes, sir. I said, and would that be a major life change? She said it would. I said, that fits the bill of someone having a midlife crisis. I said, but let me give you a third one. A third challenge that a lot of people miss when they go through a midlife crisis, that's a critical one, is that they miss the benefits of consistency. Now, this is big because you said he's boring. He's very routine. And that's very possible. It can happen. It's not unusual. I'm not justifying it, but it happens. I said, but when people go through a midlife, they lose the benefits of consistency. I said, ma'am, let me give you an analogy. Do you eat leftovers? She said, yes, sir. I said, well, I eat salads every day, especially Monday through Friday. It's rare when I miss a day that I eat one. Now, my kids, on the other hand, they can go 2 days. The first day, they're fine. The second day, they'll eat it, because, hey, dad asked them to. By the third day, they're asking, where is Chick-fil-A? They're not as big into leftovers as I am. I said, but I eat salads every single day, Monday through Friday. I said, do you know why? She said, well, you're into your health and fitness. I said, I am. I said, but do you also know any other reason? She said, I'm not certain. I said, I eat salads every day because I'm more in love with the results than I am bored over the repetition. She started to cry a little bit. I said, ma'am, let me tell you something. I said, so many people in your position get so bored with repetition that they lose sight that there are more results and consistency than it is stress in the boredom that's connected to repetition. I said, now I'm going to ask you a question and make this all make sense. I said, have you cheated? She stopped crying and said, no, doc, why would you ask me that? I said, I'm not being funny. I said, but please understand why I'm asking the question. I said, because for a lot of people, when they get tired of eating salads, instead of them doing what I do, my salad might be plain Monday. Tuesday, I might add chicken. Wednesday, I might add turkey. Thursday, I might go back to plain. Friday, I might do something different. I said, but what do you think happens when people get tired of the salad they're eating, but they refuse to make some alterations to the salad so that they can hold on to the benefits of eating salad? She looked at me and said, they cheat. I said, exactly. I said, now you're saying you haven't cheated. I'm glad that's the case. I said, but I need you to understand this very clearly, that when you are in a position where you're getting tired of the mundane nature of routine, please understand this. If you can't eat salad every day, you should have never gotten married. This time she kind of chuckled and said, this is the honesty I paid for. I said, did you expect anything different? I said, ma'am, there are a lot of people who think they want to get married until they discover that marriage in many forms is like eating a salad every single day. And the only thing that's going to keep you eating that salad is to make some switches and some changes here and there so that the salad is something you're still attracted to and still want to try, but to never lose sight of the benefits of consistency in eating the right thing. She thanked me for the conversation. Now her and her husband are setting up some counseling sessions together, and I'm really hopeful they can work it out. I hope this made sense. If it did, type church in the comments with 3 R's. And then remember, you've got 2 jobs. 1, be better today than what you were yesterday. And 2, don't forget what I told you. What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb. Listen, I've been dying to make this announcement for a very long time now, and I'm pleased to say that Inspire Nation has officially launched. Yes, we finally got a Facebook and YouTube community group where we're going to have exclusive content, exclusive shorts, exclusive discussion prompts, where we're going to engage with other people literally around the world who are on the same healing journey that we're on. I need you to go find these pages right now on Facebook and YouTube. Inspire Nation, follow the page, join the group, introduce yourself, and be prepared to link up with literally thousands of people around the world who are on the same healing journey, who are looking for the same resources, and who want to also be surrounded with other like-minded individuals who are growing in the same direction as you are. I'm so excited about this because it's the beginning of some great things I can't talk about right now. Listen, you got two jobs. One, be better today than what you were yesterday. And two, don't forget what I told you.